Kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. No time to explain. Let's jump on in right now. I basically saw a leak, I'm sure you guys have seen by this, that Lady D is in DBD. So, moment of truth. Let's take a look. Well, damn. There we go. I mean, I saw this on IGN a little bit earlier. There was a whole news article on this. I didn't think it was real. I didn't expect a chapter like this to come out just midway, but here we are. Let's take a look, I suppose, and see what this is like.
So we finally meet.
And she has some voice lines. Wow. Another Resident Evil chapter. Now, I don't know what exactly happened, if this was another leak, or if this was just something they decided to drop out of the blue after the event, but this is crazy. And listen to that background music as well. That's some good old classic Resident Evil. Wow. This is incredible. I don't really know what to think about it. Again, I don't know if this is necessarily a leak, if it's another... It can't be a leak because it's on IGN, so it's just a surprise chapter, I guess. And I guess they decided to do it now because of the timing. It's kind of like that one time Rick and Morty just dropped their season on April 1st. This is pretty crazy. Another Resident Evil chapter. I know they've been super successful. We obviously had Nemesis and Wesker, so I guess this was inevitable, but take a look at Lady D. Oh, I already know everyone's gonna go crazy for Lady D and DBD. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. So that means the leaks that we've seen, there were some leaks before that essentially said that we were going to get some other characters coming into the game. Turns out, I guess they weren't true at all, because we have another Resident Evil chapter. And I'm so happy that this itself didn't get leaked, because this is huge. This is crazy. What a surprise as well. I'm keeping an eye closely on social media as well to see what else Dead by Daylight has to say about this, because this is something. I know last time with the Chucky thing, IGN posted like early, but they said it was like supposed to be like a whole day early. So I guess this is another instance of this. I don't know. Boot up your DBD and tell me if you see the same thing. I think we should probably head on over to a custom game as well and probably take a look at these perks and maybe even the power. So let's go ahead and do that really quickly. Hello. Man, I'm so excited to hear all the different voice lines and to hear everything that this has to offer. Wow, it looks really good. Can I turn her? No, it doesn't seem that I can turn her. I guess she's one of those characters that you can't turn, but it looks good. This looks good. I'm so excited to see what her power and everything's going to be. I'm just taking a look at the animation right now. Lady D in DBD. Man, this is still crazy to believe. Everybody's always wanted Lady D in DBD. Lady D in DBD, so this works out great. Oh man, right after we got such a good chapter with the Unknown as well, they decided to drop on another huge chapter, which is crazy. Anyways, I'm talking way too much. You guys want to see the perks, you guys want to see the power, let's go ahead and take a look at everything. So here we go, we got some character info. I'm gonna try to read it. It's a little bit small because I'm on a laptop. But Lady D was born into... Wow, that's actually really small. Let me make it a little bit bigger if I could zoom in. Okay, Lady D was born into a noble family sometime before the Great War. Throughout the ancestry inherited a hereditary blood disease. Yeah, so we know that from Resident Evil. Although her family traced her origins. Yeah. We'll read all that in a second. Chapter from Resident Evil Village. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't even check if we have a new survivor. Perks look great as well. Power looks good as well. We have the Elegant Claws as the weapon. That seems pretty cool. We'll have to see what that entails and what exactly that does. Before we jump on into that though, let me go ahead and pull this up really quickly. Here we are. So this is the IGN article that I actually saw literally just on my feed. So let's read some of it. Dead by Daylight's new chapter welcomes the arrival of Lady D, the captivating and terrifying vampire lady from Castle D in Resident Evil. As a playable killer, the legendary villain brings in a signature blend of elegance and brutality to the fog. We got some screenshots as well. You can see her in the bottom there. Let's scroll down here. There's a lot to read, but yeah, this is essentially what I saw. And this is what I was like, wait a minute, what are they talking about? Are they like doing a joke? Are they pulling our leg, or what exactly is the case? And sure enough, I booted up Dead by Daylight, had an update, and this was it. It is crazy to me. There's some cool screenshots we're gonna have to take a look at in a second there. Let me skim through this really quickly because I didn't really fully read it myself. I just ran to the PC and booted up DBD. To promise is a truly unique addition to Dead by Daylight. Killer Pool makes sense to me. Oh, they don't even know the power, because down here it says, will she utilize her imposing height and strength to overpower survivors, or will she employ more tactical approach? So it seems that IGN doesn't even know themselves. So yeah, if you went ahead and booted up DBD and you didn't see the Lady D chapter, it's because obviously today is April 1st, in case you guys haven't figured it out already. This is an April Fool's joke. Oh man. Honestly, I gotta give a big thank you to Skimu. I'm sure you know him from all of the crazy good Dead by Daylight renders that he has done in the past. I basically asked him if he has any renders for Lady D or anything like that, and sure enough, he quickly gave this to me, and multiple animations as well. So I've tried to put it all together and make it as believable as I can. I don't know how believable it was. Maybe I got a few people with it. Nonetheless, this is really cool. The fun thing about making these types of videos, we've done this annually now for a Resident Evil chapter, a Slenderman chapter, a Springtrap chapter. The fun thing about these, though, is that it really is the embodiment of creating a fan-made chapter. I've made so much fan-made chapters in the past, just kind of, you know, tossing things around, maybe showing some perks here and there, but it's really fun and cool to actually implement everything to give you guys the visuals to go along with the chapter. So if this was, like, for example, a fan-made chapter, this would be super cool, and maybe I'll bring back that series one day. Maybe that's something that I'll end up doing, but all of this is a big thank you to Skimu for the render and the quick render as well. I added in some of the sound effects. I cropped out everything as I always do and put Lady D on one side, put the fire. You might notice the fire glitches a little bit if you had a keen eye, or even when we head to the other scene, some small elements were off, but I tried my best to make it look as believable as possible. But I hope you guys did enjoy this awesome April Fool's videos. A nice way to kick off the month, and make sure you guys are careful what you're watching out there. There's going to be tons of April Fool things, I can bet, in DBD as well. But no, this was really fun. This is really cool. And again, I might make some more videos like this in the future where I actually dive into a chapter and go through perks, especially some of the bigger licensed characters. I think that'll be really fun to do. But this was super fun to create, super fun to push the limits essentially and try to get every small detail correct. All right, I'm rambling on again. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Check out Skimu. His link will be down in the description, and also some screenshots I use on the IGN post. Make sure you check out the creator of the post down below. The screenshots itself, they actually had a mod where Lady D was in Dead by Daylight, and I used some of those screenshots in there. It was super cool. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.